Pokimane just called her fans broke.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
The reason? Because they've been complaining about the pricing of the cookies she just released. It's crazy hearing Poki talking to her fans like that because ain't this you, shawty? So Poki decided to open up a snack company called Mina, and their first release were gonna be these midnight cookies. They are gonna be selling these cookies at a price point of $28 for a 4-pack. Yes, if you do some quick maths, that is $7 per packet of cookies. Who is paying $7 for some cookies? Does buying these cookies give me a chance of getting an all expense paid trip to the Turks? Is my name thrown into a raffle where I get the chance to have front row seats to BTS? The only cookies I would ever break the bank for are crumble cookies, because I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, if you haven't had them, boy, they some pressure. How are you gonna price your cookies like it's like the Dior or Gucci of cookies, like it's a designer brand cookie? It's not. It's literally a carbon copy of another cookie brand that you can get for a cheaper price. I have never seen such audacity when you're copying someone else's blueprint to a T, Saint Snapper Wolf did with Azzyland. So her and her company would speak out on this controversy, saying that they've been in production for 2 years, whipping up, crafting a formula that is only exclusive to them. They would talk about the difference between the two cookies, one of them being Poki's cookie having mushrooms in the ingredients, which gives the cookie some added vitamins in them. The other difference being the sizing and the quantity of the cookies, which, by the way, if you think the sizing and the quantity of the cookie is in a good way, well, I'm sorry to break it to you, that's not it at all. It's actually the worst case scenario. Toasties cookies may cost more, being at a price point of $10, but with that $10, you are getting 14 servings per bag. But with Poki's cookies, even though it's cheaper, costing $7, you're only getting 4. Yes, there is a 10 serving difference between the two. I've been doing a lot of math, y'all. Y'all can clearly see Poki was not talking to me. Are you telling me that all I gotta do is sprinkle in some mushrooms in the ingredients so I can give folks some vitamins and I can jack up the price to whatever? If that's the reason why y'all pricing it how y'all pricing it, man, y'all can keep them vitamins, man. Get the mushrooms up out my cookie, because when I'm eating cookies, I'm not eating it to get some nutrition. If I wanted some vitamins, I would go ahead and start chomping on my Flintstone gummies. So it seems like Pokimane had enough of y'all folks complaining about the price and decided to speak out during her live stream. She would go about it in the worst way possible.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
It would get worse with her basically saying, folks are out here complaining about my $7 cookies, but don't mind paying $8 for some Twitter blue. Ending with her saying, you spend your money how you want, and I'm gonna spend my money how I want. That's the beauty.
我是相信你的能力的，只是现在需要更多的人看到。
If you want to pay $8 for Twitter blue for some pixels, that's okay. That's fine.
我不能再让你们帮我了。
You spend your money how you want.
可帮到现在
I'll spend mine how I
什么都
want.
不是。
And everyone else will spend theirs how they want. That's the beauty.
I know the folks over there at Twitter heard that and they were like, why'd she say F me for? Hey Poki, just to set the record straight, it's not because we broke, alright? Especially for me. I could go band for band with you right now, and I promise I'll come out on top on everything I love. The reason folks is complaining is because we're not paying all of that money on for some cookie crumbs. If your cookies offered more servings and it wasn't a copy and paste of a cookie that I could get for a cheaper price, I would consider buying it. But since that's not the case, what do I look like spending my breach on that? Just because you poking me, I don't know you like that, gang. I don't know you that much where I'm gonna be like, oh look, just off the strength of her name, let me go ahead and overpay for some cookies. Nah, you ain't good like that with me. $7 for some cookies, man. What do I look like, man? Shoot.
Conductor.
Poki would go on Twitter and drop her apology, basically saying it was all a goof and her company would consider the pricing of the cookies. I don't mean to be the joke police, so if I'm wrong in my assessment, you guys can go ahead and correct me and I'll apologize. I'll say my bad, but from what I got from that video, I didn't sense a joke. It really felt like you was just talking down on folks saying like, you can't afford $7 for some cookies? You broke boy, you peasant, you peon, get your bread up, bruh. You shouldn't be complaining about how much my cookies cost. You should be out there trying to get some motion for real, little bro. Baby is a bro. Like, she's over there saying, I know math is hard because you're an idiot. Like, gang, the reason why we complaining is because we did the math and the math wasn't mathing. What was offered didn't correlate with the price point. That's what I got. But again, I'm not really familiar with Poki. That's probably how she delivers her jokes. I'm not 100% sure, so again, please correct me. The next thing I wanted to talk about in her apology is when she said we'll consider the pricing. Hey Poki, do not change the price, all right? Leave it how it is. You made your bed, you better later. The last thing I wanted to briefly talk about was Hassan's position on this whole thing. I will say I don't have a problem with Hassan. I'm not in the political space, so I got no beef with the guy, but the fact that he is defending Poki is a huge L. I'm sorry to break it to you, bro, she won't let you hit. Well, that's about it for me. Drop down in the comments below if I should go ahead and cop Poki's cookies and drop a banger for you guys. I can also see how comparable Poki's and Tozy's midnight cookies are. I think it'll be a banger, but y'all just gotta let me know. Cause I have to live this life. Music blow my line. Blow it. What?